Hi, this is Ashley with Right By Me, and we're gonna keep working on our trifold envelope. And this is what we did so far in a previous video. So we decoupaged the napkin down on to the paper, this napkin. And we also did the back, and we blushed everything in pink. I'm gonna check my exposure levels real quick because it's doing that kind of weird flickering thing again. All right. So I want to put decorative panels, maybe have it layered. I think I'm okay with the pockets. I want to put something up here, and then we need to figure out some sort of enclosure as well. So I have these. I kind of have some long pieces. I wonder if those will... That fits pretty much perfectly. I think I'm not even going to question it. I'm just going to go ahead and go with this as the topper. Hope everybody's doing all right today. I'm doing pretty good so far this afternoon. I've been getting a lot of really late starts to my videos recently. I'm not sure if it's just lack of motivation, or I get up too late, or I'm not quite sure what's going on, but every day I seem to start a little bit later and later. Let's get that glued down. I might have to trim a little bit off the sides, but that's not going to really lose much. So now let's make sure that we get it laid down, go in the right direction at least. Get the excess smudged out glue. Flip it around. Really make sure that's down. All right, scissors. Trim off the excess. I'm debating on leaving the little fringe poking out. It's just a little bit. You know, I think it adds a little something, so I'll leave that there. All right, so now we got that. I like that. Let's figure out paneling. just have a bunch of pre-cut out stuff for this journal. I need it to be going more sideways, not long ways. I mean, something like that I could do too. I could do something with that. I'm gonna pull things I think I can use out from the stash. I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way. My chair is squeaky, I apologize. Let's keep looking. Yeah, I can do something. Oh, yeah, I like these. If I have a third, something like it, that'd be. It's a little small compared to the other two. I'll pull it aside. Pockets. Lots of stuff, just not the stuff I'm looking for at this exact moment in time. I mean, I think that's the third in the set. I mean, that's bees. I'm not really, it's from the Secret Garden one. I'm not really doing stuff with bees. Pretty strictly like floral and butterfly themed for this one. So you might just have to make do with these three, even if they are not equal or even from the same set. That's okay. Alright, let's put all of our little goodies back. I could still, I don't know, I think this just works better. I'll probably do this one then as the main runner, and then they're going to be upside down because when you fold it, only this one's going to see when it's all folded up. And when you unfold it, you turn it around, and when you unfold it, these will be the right side up. So you'll see them as you unfold it. So this one's got a little bit of white. So I'll just trim that off. Now I gotta debate if I want to put something behind the panels. On the other one I put 2 different layers underneath them. So there were 3 layers of stuff. So now I'm kind of debating what I should do. I'm wondering if I tear like little pieces. Because I really don't want to use the same stuff I used for my last one. It just doesn't fit or work in the theme that well. I do feel like they need to be mounted a little bit, accented something. I do wonder if just some tears, you know, I have these accidentally got printed on the wrong sheet of paper, wrong type of paper. But might work for me if I tear them up, use them as like accent pieces in the back. I'm also looking for, I have a sheet of stickers that I made. Okay, don't think I'll use those. Might use this. Could do so we're gonna just put that under it. Or I don't really care too much if I tear this very evenly, because I need parts. I really should be tearing with my dominant hand. It usually goes a little better. Huh. Alright, so kind of working upside down. Alright, I'm gonna just start with that. Don't need to do that side. That's going to be covered. I like that. Then I think I'm going to put one of these word. Not know why that would not come up. They're pretty sticky, but I like putting just a little extra just to make sure that it will, in fact, stay down. And I think I'll do one more at the bottom there, so I'm just gonna kind of pink that up a little bit too. Okay, so let's turn it around so you can see what I'm seeing. Like that. I love that. Okay. So I think that's the direction we're going to head in for the other two panels. Keep bending the darn needle. I need to get like a pack of these needles. Sometimes they just will not go into that darn bottle. My goodness. Okay. So, do you think I should round the corners or just leave it like that? I kind of think I should just leave it. But I'm going to pink it. All right, let's get that down. All right, so Now, when it's folded up and you open it like this, see, it's in the correct orientation. And that looks so pretty. So we're going to do that again. I guess I can flip it around and work on it. Make sure, yeah. Okay. So we're going to pull out this again. And we're going to tear some more pieces. Going to be like this one. I'm doing a long. Like that. And then we'll put two going like that. Okay. So I am rewatching the extended edition of the Lord of the Rings movies because they're some of my favorites and I've seen them countless times, but I haven't seen them as many times in the extended editions. And I love the extended edition. To me, they really are like night and day. They give you so much more time with the characters through certain developmental growth that is pretty vital. You know, I always thought in the original theater cut editions that they gave Legolas like almost no lines. Like he has like no lines. And then in the extended edition, he still doesn't speak as frequently as the other characters, but he definitely has a lot more lines. He speaks a lot more. And I love that because, you know, growing up, he was my favorite growing up. I don't know who my favorite would be now. He's still definitely up there. But, so that's a big alteration and change. So I'm just trying to get that needle back in there. There's a lot more growth with Boromir. You get to see a lot more of who he is and why he is the way that he is and what kind of man he really is, because he's not a bad man. Like, at all. You know, he's, you know, out of the two of men race characters in the things, you know, he's the one that did not you know, he didn't deny the power of the ring. He fell for the power. He saw what it could do for him and his people. But in the end, he, you know, makes up for that lack of strength, but he's still a very high moral character. You know, so he still overcame his faults in the end. You know, so he still redeems himself. Epically redeems himself. But, you know, I feel like he does a lot of fun things in the traditional cut of the movie, but I still feel like you don't get to really, like, kind of understand or even go as far as to say fall in love with the character before the end of that first movie. But they give you so much more time with him in the extended cuts that, yeah, you know, so. Plus, it's also nice just to go back and watch something that was very lovingly done and tried their best to stick to lore accuracy and stick to their source material. Did they alter a couple of things? Of course they did. It's still a movie. They still need to make alterations and changes to make it coherent and fun and not literally be every single page of the entire book. Yeah, the movies would be, you know, 12 hours long. Is it still doing a better job than what Amazon decided to do with Rings of Power? Yes. They actually cared about their source material. And that is just upsetting when I go back and I watch these pretty old movies at this point, which breaks my heart to say, because I went with my dad. It had to have been, like, with him specifically, like 6 to 8 times to see the first Lord of the Rings movie, The Fellowship of the Ring, because that was his jam. He has been reading the books since he was a little boy. He's seen all of the animated movies when he was in college, and, you know, he owned, like, the Beastry and the Silmarillion and, like, all of these things. So that was something we bonded over. And they still hold up to this day really well. Whoops, didn't press down hard enough. So it's just such a shame. I've said my piece on the Amazon show. But I really wish that they had tried a little harder for the amount of money that they, goodness, that they spent making that show was literally record-breaking amounts of money for a show. And that's what they decided to do with it. They just decided to not pay attention, to not listen to anything, to not do their research very well. They made some of the characters pretty unlikable. They changed a lot of the way that the characters look. And you never want to do that when you have like pre-established media. Not only do you have their descriptions in his books, you have, and his other material, you have descriptions and personalities and personal letters that he wrote to his friends and family. You have, you have 2 other full franchise movies, trilogies, to pull from as well, where the appearance of characters was very well received. I think the only appearance in Lord of the Rings that wasn't wholeheartedly well received was Boromir, because he's kind of a bear of a man. Like, he is a big darn dude in the books, and he's Sean Bean. Like, he fits the character fine, but, you know, he's not like a hulking bear of a man. So there's that. So this one's a lot thinner, so we're gonna have to do this a little differently. So I think I kind of want it like, because this one's a little more awkward, I'm gonna do it a little differently. So, I don't know. I think if you like relatively generic fantasy, that has elements of Tolkien's universe, then it's great. But the more I watch it, the more upset I get, because the more they're altering and the more they're changing to fit their own storytelling narrative. And I never appreciate when things do that, because you already have a story narrative. It's already been written for you. You literally didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to come up with anything. You know, all you had to do was translate it into a script and then onto a screen. So, I don't know. I know I keep talking about it, but I'm trying to fill the void of silence. And I don't really know what to say about crafting or my personal life so much, because my biggest hobby isn't this. My biggest hobby is like fantasy. Fantasy books, fantasy television movies. I have been you know, I am a huge movie buff. I am a huge television series buff. I watch all sorts of stuff. You know, I might have said before in a previous video, I've gone to college for a lot of different things. But one of the things I was in college for was multimedia. But it was specifically focusing on, I don't really know how to put this. It was really focusing on television and movie production. So, and I'm not even going to talk about the Hobbit movies. That is a hot button trigger for me. I cannot even get into it, so. Okay. I really like how this turned out. I think I actually am kind of liking it more than the other one I made, at least so far. So there's the front. You flip it around. Oh my goodness, I love that. I love that so much. Pull it down. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. I think I love the outside more than I do even the inside. All right, now let's figure out an enclosure. I think those go up there. Put my stickers away. Okay. So I could do something with like a little brad. I don't own any of those little circles that you can put a brad through and put through, and then you like wind it around. Yeah, I don't own any of those. I could do one of the smaller eyelets like I did with the other one and just have it wrap around. Decisions. They're the worst. Here are the brads. Here are the eyelets. But that doesn't really help me come up with an enclosure. I should have thought harder about an enclosure. I don't even think I have anything to even act like a these aren't thick enough. I might have to do this off camera, just so I'm not taking up everyone's time trying to figure out an enclosure. Because they really want to do something with the brad. I'm gonna allow myself like another half a minute to think about it and move on. Look at my drawers and see if I got anything to help inspire me a little bit into how to do this. Because I have pink thread, and I could use a pink brad and just put it down. I don't really want to do a button. Okay, where is... I have a very thin hole punch. Just try something, and if this doesn't work, I'll do something off camera. Because, like I said, I know other things to do with them. I just haven't done something like this with them yet. Well, that seems to be working. There. That is actually really super stinking cute, so I'm happy I just gave myself a minute to think and tried something new. Alright, put this back where I found it. Put it back, put it back, put it all back. Otherwise it drives me a little bit crazy. Okay. Alright, so we do have these pink inserts that we could play with too. I'm just going to go ahead and fold them up. And just because they pull out like any other card does. We do not have to do them this way. We can do them this way because I have quite a few more panels going a long ways than I do anything else. So I think we'll find a couple of panels going long ways. Hits the bag again. Oop. Let's see. Like that fits perfectly, so we'll just go ahead and do that. And that one's a little bit shorter, but it still works, so we'll do that. Those are envelopes. That's a belly band. A lot of these are and then I think I'll put butterflies on them. I'll put some of these butterflies on them. Dump them out. Maybe like that. Maybe something. I really love the colors of these. Oh, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this one apart. I love that. And in fact, I might use a little bit of foam tape to prop them up a little bit. Do I have any more pretty butterflies? What's this one? Oh, do I like that one better? This one. Do I like the little white one better? I think I like the little white one. Okay, so we're gonna peel that one apart. This one's already peeled apart. We peeled apart that one. Okay, let me put these away. If I can. Oh, I gotta reach back and get my 3M foam tape. I don't pull it out that often anymore. I used it every day when I was making cards, but I don't use it that much in journal making. So I got about 10 minutes left. I don't know if that's going to be enough to complete this, but we'll get as far in as we can. one at a time to make sure. Did I pull out a new tape? I did not. Alright, I guess we'll have to use my tape runner for right now. I don't want to put glue on this. This paper is not heavy cardstock, so it'll really warp. So we'll just use a tape runner. Double-sided adhesive. Whatever. Wouldn't let me fickle around too much with it. Okay. It's a little cockeyed, but that's all right. And it's kind of hard to see, but there's some dimension to it now. Put that one aside. Let's go ahead and do this one. I think this one's my favorite, so I'm really going to try to be careful and place it correctly. This is so lightweight that it just like flies around my work surface. A little halo effect of pink. Okay. Alright, much better. Ugh, dog hair. Gets everywhere. I love animals. I hate having their hair get absolutely everywhere. Right there. I love that. So pretty. Okay. 5 minutes might do it. There's hardly any getting on there now. Sorry for the clatter. cut off the excess. Okay. All right. We were pretty productive today. We got a lot done. Let's see. So we got these 3 cards done. And we got this full envelope for them to sit in done. Yeah. So I'm gonna just slide these in and we'll call it a day. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. It means a lot. I hope you come back, and I hope you like and subscribe so that you can continue getting notified when I upload, which is every weekday, and then I take Sundays and Saturdays, so Saturday and Sunday off. So that's our finished project. Thank you so much. Bye.